I'm James Hunt. I'm in Colorado, and this is Kyle Powers, and we have with us Anastasia in Colorado Springs area. So first, what I was looking at YouTube handles, I know Anastasia, I said old information that has changed now very recently within the past month or two. Because before it used to be that you can use your own channel ID and you can change that rather than just a bunch of numbers and letters that were just totally random. And then you could have like youtube.com / and then like Elevated Realtors. And you could have that before. And then now they changed it that they are using handles. So you had to hit 100 subscribers before, and then you could change it to that, your channel name or whatever else you want, a unique name. Now they're getting rid of that. So now it is just going to be on handles. So it will be like youtube.com / moving to Colorado with Anastasia. So the whole thing, which kind of sucks. I mean, just kind of where we're at with our channel, because right once we hit 100 subscribers is right once they start that new thing. So we can't have / Elevated Realtors, but we do have @ Elevated Realtors, which kind of sucks because you can just start a YouTube account, within a minute, and then claim a handle, which is, I thought, the whole reason why they did the 100 subscribers. So you don't have people just like stealing, good channel names and then just doing nothing with them. So I don't really know the reasoning for that. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
I haven't really looked much into it, but it's been kind of keeping pushing on it all. So I was going to actually look at it today.
Yeah, I was pretty disappointed because I know, Anastasia, I told you that, get to 100 subscribers and then you can have that. But like there was a channel name that before me and Kyle combined on Elevated Realtors, I had Elevated Agents, and someone just created a YouTube channel 2 weeks ago, and now they have @ / Agents. And they don't have 100 subscribers or anything. So it is kind of disappointing because I know we talked about that you're doing moving to Colorado channel, and I was like, oh, get to 100. Well, it doesn't seem like that's accurate anymore. So I gave you information that was for the past decade, but not the past 2 months.
So that means that anyone can create the same moving to Colorado anytime, and they're just going to have it, right?
Yeah, anyone can create the same exact channel. You can have moving to Colorado. It doesn't matter if there's 100 others, but everyone's handle will be unique.
Okay.
We'll have a unique handle. And so it sounds like Google is going to start using that across all the services and stuff.
Well, it is what it is.
Yeah. But yeah, exactly. So, but the thing is, what's the important thing is when you search in YouTube, just you do your normal YouTube search, like moving to Colorado, the number one, the biggest channel is going to show up first. And the bigger you are, and if you type that in, and let's say you have like 10,000 subscribers, someone types in that phrase, your channel is probably going to be number one, top of the list before any videos. Right. So maybe that's why they didn't see like it was necessary anymore. I don't know exactly, but it seems like every time you learn something about Google services, next time you look at it, things have changed. So
yeah, that's true.
Been through this for over a decade, and it seems like it keeps on every year. Something different change. Because like they made a big change like back in 2013. And now, because now I have like basically like 2 YouTube channels because they made some changes to it. Because before it was like users / Elevated Realtors, and that was the user. And then they created separate YouTube. It was just a whole mess. So if you've been in it long enough, it just gets things very complicated on stuff. So they'll probably change something else in another couple of years. So yeah. So that is what I found out about YouTube panels.
Well, thank you for letting us know.
Yeah. So, what I would like to know, Anastasia, or either one, Kyle might have to search way back in the memory bank. What's it like being a realtor, and what is different from what you first expected when you started real estate school?
That's a way back for me.
Everything is different. Nothing, they don't teach you anything at school that would be useful when you're an actual realtor.
Yep.
Yeah, I've learned more from you than from this course than from real estate school. So that's my point of view.
Glad to hear. All I remember is easement by necessity for a landlocked property. Because I have a little song, easement by necessity for a landlocked property.
Oh wow, there was no song like that. I wish there was a song like that for me at my school. It's helpful.
Yeah, I don't remember that either, but mine's also 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Almost to the day, actually.
Um,
Almost to the day.
Actually, I think this is about the anniversary of when I decided to get into real estate.
Everything's different. I guess what I'll tell you is that everything's different. I mean, honestly, it's we don't, just like in college though too. I mean, again, thinking back to when we were in college, you go back to it and you look at like, okay, what are you going to learn in college that you're not going to necessarily learn in the real world? Like you're going to get a lot of you're not going to get practical information. You're going to get logical stuff, and you're going to get like, you know, looking back in strengths and materials. Like I think about that class all the freaking time because that was a tough class, and we literally never used it. At least I didn't in my field. So I think I look at that the same way, look at real estate the same way as that. We spent hours and hours and hours of studying for those and studying for that, knowing those different equations and knowing all that stuff. Whereas literally right now we can quite literally jump on the internet and find almost anything that we need. It's just going to be more the practical information that you get in real world experience and being able to sit and knowing what works and what doesn't work, which is why we created what we do with this. This is how we go through it all. This is how we, this is what has worked for me. This is what hasn't worked for me. This is what is working for Anastasia and what isn't working. And this is what's working for James and what isn't working. So I think that just being able to use people as mentors and use real life experience for anything, whether it's real estate, whether it's construction, whether it's almost anything involved outside of, the specific, outside of a lawyer or a doctor and those type of professions. I think the real world experience is going to be where you're going to get your teeth cut your teeth a lot better and have a lot more well-rounded experience with life.
Can we just talk about how many damn apps you need? You always have to keep up on 24/7, like
social media.
Yeah, like especially if you're dealing with out of town buyers and stuff, and you have your WhatsApp and just like in Instagram, and you gotta message all these back, and how much time spent just messaging. Like I liked it back in the day when it was just pretty much all phone calls, and it wasn't like trying to instant answers. Like I feel like there's a way too much time wasted with technology.
Yeah.
Showing my age here. I feel like it slowed things down rather than made things go quicker. And also, how much time spent on like video and content creation and everything else. It's because a lot of times I think about everyone thinks that a lot of real estate, you're going to be showing a lot of properties and doing this or that, and then turns out do a lot of that, but a lot of trying to or getting the clients and how much time you spend on getting the clients. rather than actually helping them. So.
I agree with that.
And
Especially
Kyle-
at the beginning when you're just trying to build a business. I feel like all of those things take a lot of your time before you automate it and hire someone
Mhm.
to help you.
Well, and like Kyle, he's, been 7 years in it, and so he could not do anything as far as trying to get clients, and he's still going to have clients calling because he's got his funnels and everything set up. I get more leads for my construction company than I do for real estate currently, even. No joke.
Can't you utilize it in some way of shape or form?
Yeah, so that's kind of why I got in real estate, is
For
because
me, you could.
yeah, well, yeah, because like as realtors, we have a lead and we can't service it. We can always refer it. And it's like, get a percentage of that, and it's pretty standard. Construction, not so much. That's not how it works. No one really wants to pay for it. And then also exactly what you're going to pay, going to do a profit. So like they're going to open up their books to you to show that they're paying the right profit. No. So it's just, I have looked into it, and no one really gives referrals. And then Kyle's like, oh yeah, let me know when you're about to buy a house so I can get a referral. And I was like, tell me more about these referrals. He's like, oh yeah, refer out throughout the whole country and stuff. And I was like, damn, I need to check this shit out. This seems like I don't want to be in that position again.
Yep. So no, and that's the cool thing about it. I mean, it's part of that side of it. So anyway, so what's everybody working on this week to move the needle?
Making 2 YouTube videos right after this call,
Wow.
Nice.
and I'm going to try and get a ton of YouTube videos out. Like I want to be like what Sherrard does, is like at least a month out, like create it and stuff. So I want to get like before spring hits, I want to be like the rest of the year kind of booked out. Maybe that might be an exaggeration, but I know like once the summer hits and everything else and things just are really moving and stuff, it's very hard to try and create content. So, but yeah, no, basically working on next year.
Yeah.
And get it.
I recorded 7 videos yesterday.
Wow.
That's wild.
Oh.
I tried to record a TikTok video yesterday about the events in Colorado Springs this weekend. I felt so awkward in front of the camera. I gave up on it.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
It was so bad. And
That's
there's
why I
no-
say you mine. Yeah, I'm like, it's terrible, but I'm just gonna throw it out there. Like there's a lot of stuff I missed and some stuff didn't show up. And but yeah, I was like, screw it. I'm gonna put it out there. Because it's TikTok. TikTok's a great platform to just try shit out. Like
Anastasia, what I would tell you to do is, and this helped me when I first got into all this, but go and don't rewatch it, just post it. Don't rewatch it, don't think about it, just post it. Just get it done. Because you're gonna do what you did and give up on it and not do it, because it's just the way human nature is. So don't rewatch it, don't do anything, just literally just go out, say it's done, post it, boom, move on.
I hear you. Yes, but I checked the
Hear you,
events
but I'm
that
not gonna listen to you.
No. Yeah, you're right. You're right to a certain degree. But like I checked the events that are happening here, and it's basically nothing is happening in Colorado Springs. It's not Denver. It's not that exciting. And and then it's just talking about those events. Like, I don't know. I just feel awkward. You're right.
well, you can even I wouldn't believe there's nothing going on. There's always something going on in Colorado Springs.
Yeah,
Even
you can
there's
talk
like,
about this Christmas Joy, Pikes Peak Center, Performing Arts,
Yeah.
Youth Beer
I was
Festival.
just about to say that, Kyle. But yeah, okay. Like, hey, you could go Winter Wonderland right at the base of Pikes Peak. You could go to Garden of Gods. You could go to, you can go up to Crested Butte, which is a little bit of a drive. Or if there's or if you run out of those things, the next week you need something else, like, you can drive up to Denver for like the Cat Fest or something, or go look at there's lights. I guarantee you there's like places to look at Christmas lights in Colorado Springs. They're all
Single
decorated.
in the Springs, ugly sweaters, singles mingle. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. Just pick 10.
Yeah,
Oh God, you guys make it sound so easy. I love it.
because it literally is easy. And this is what I struggle with myself, because I'm like, well, I want to make sure that pick the best ones or whatever else, or there's nothing going on. And then I start getting my own head. And then so I literally, every time I'm creating content, I'm like, no, this is good enough. This is fine. Or I'm like, people already know about all this. They don't want to hear about it. It's like, yeah, the people I'm surrounded with. But the average person, like, there's someone who doesn't know something, and there's a lot of people who don't know things. And that's just something you just gotta, you see, there's so much. You could talk about what's going on in Pueblo West this weekend. Like, there's like,
Get out of your head and just do it. That's what we're trying to do.
All right, I'll try. I'll try one more time, maybe a couple more times until I post something.
Don't
Yeah.
try, do it.
Yeah. I have an idea. If you guys want to talk about it,
yes.
since I'm about to start my YouTube channel, what would be the top 3 videos you would recommend me to make videos about?
Moving to Pueblo West or moving to Colorado Springs.
Pros and cons of Colorado Springs.
Pros and cons.
Those always hit really well.
Yeah. Cost of living.
Neighborhood tours. You could give an overview of the different neighborhoods or different parts of there. Or since you're covering all those different ones, Colorado Springs, Castle Rock and stuff, Pueblo, you can do this will be super easy, of each of those towns, and like kind of like what's it like in each one of those towns, or just a brief thing, like literally only 90 seconds on each one, and boom, you got yourself a 5 to 7 minute video and just an overview. Talk about like, hey, this is Colorado Springs, the biggest area that I serve, with 550,000 people or however many there is there. And that would be an easy one, and really kind of get out there that you're familiar with those towns.
Yeah, I'm going to Monument tomorrow because my potential client, she offered some wood for us, because like we do some wood work at home.
Oh, cool.
So I think maybe I could film Monument.
So what's Monument? Where's that at?
It's closer to Denver.
How will I know when I'm on I-25 and I'm in Monument, besides just signs?
Use Google Maps.
No, doesn't it have like a tabletop?
He's trying to give you a video, Anastasia.
Yeah.
Oh, you can get on I-25 and turn on your Google Maps. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay, Monument isn't that one with the big like tabletop like mesa, right? Like it has like that big sharp curve when like you're like 30 minutes away from Denver, just south. And there's people who slow down way too much on I-25.
Isn't it
because I went
Castle
to-
Rock?
So that's in between, right in between Castle Rock and Monument.
Yeah, it should be between Castle Rock and Monument. Yeah.
So
Let me.
and
It's 50 miles from Pueblo West.
okay. So yeah.
Trying to give you a video is what he's trying to do.
Yeah. And then you can also, an interesting fact about that town. That could be the interesting fact. There's probably something more interesting like why it's called Monument. So yeah, I'd give it, and then Kyle, you could check out his videos. Kyle's got, I know when I was there one time, he was working on like a neighborhood video, different neighborhoods. But you know, for right now, you might just stick to the cities that you serve and get that out there.
An awesome one would be right now, this time of year, an awesome one would be, which actually I need to post mine today. Just the one I'm going to post today will be, oh my God, I'm losing my mind. Christmas related. I can't remember what I called it, but like activities to do, things to do for Christmas 2022 near me, Manhattan, Kansas is what the name of it is.
Oh, wow. And it doesn't affect your SEO, the fact that the title is so long?
No, I mean, it's going to be what your search engine stuff is.
You want to keep it under 70 characters.
Yeah.
You want to keep it between 50 and 70 characters. But that sounds what he just said. That's probably right in there.
Okay. Yeah, that's
So
58 to be exact.
15.
and then, yeah, I think my first video was pros and cons of living in Denver. And that video is terrible, but decent, especially for a new channel. And I need to remake it. Yeah, things to do in Colorado Springs. I mean, it's an easy one. If you go into Social Agent Academy, there is a 6-month blueprint. I don't know if you've seen that. I think it's down in tools and resources, but it has like videos for your first 6 months of YouTube for every week.
That's
And
freaking.
yeah, so it's it's property tours, neighborhood tours, exact videos that you should make, like title, like what's it like living in Colorado Springs.
What do you think about recording it like over Zoom and then taking the Zoom video and editing it with like some, what is it called? Something roll.
B-roll.
B-roll.
B-roll footage of like specific places that you're talking about.
Well, you have what you have an iPhone 13, 14? Or
iPhone 13 and MacBook Air, the last one.
okay. Well, use your iPhone 13, has a pretty good camera on it.
Mhm.
And because Zoom, you're not going to get great quality on it if you're recording on Zoom. Even I just bought like a new webcam because I wanted to make my Zooms clear. And it's the latest and greatest, and it's a little better than the one that I had that I bought in 2014. But still, you're not going to get that crystal clear picture. Now, if it was like TikTok, record on whatever and doesn't matter about anything, just put freaking trending sound with it and all good. But yeah, now I'd use your iPhone and then do that. But yeah, and then use B-roll of the different places if you can find good B-roll like on Shutterstock or something like that. Which I want to do is use more B-roll because keep my videos more interesting, which I haven't done yet. But yes, I agree.
Alrighty.
The other thing you can do is keeping in mind your copyright rules and all that stuff, but you can also just go out and find some things that you can utilize, or find a local editor. That's what I've got. I've got a local editor that he uses all the B-roll and stuff that he shoots from around the area.
Oh, wow.
So
I didn't know that. That
Yeah.
was an option.
You haven't looked into like how specific they got for, like, if you're talking about specific places, then yeah, you might have to find someone local. I just
Or
don't know. I've never really
go
looked
shoot your own B-roll. If you're going to be doing it, just go shoot. If you're going to be talking like For example, one, if you're doing a Christmas one, I would go find a neighborhood that's known for Christmas lights. Go find, if you've got a big Christmas tree there, if you've got a big, Who Village or these are just things that I have in my neighborhood or my area. Just go shoot it yourself. Like it'll take you all of 30 minutes, depending on the drive, to go shoot all the B-roll, and then you've got it for next year and every year coming. So
one thing I do, because I guess take it back, I do a lot of B-roll, but it's all B-roll from my own B-roll that I shoot. And I do it a very simple way. Like if I'm out walking, I'll shoot that way, but I'll just put my RAM mount up there on my windshield, flip my camera the other way, and there's a hyperlapse function on my phone, and I'll do a hyperlapse while I'm driving through places. Which actually some people who've watched my videos say that that's their favorite parts.
Wow.
But I see people drop off if I just kind of stick it at the end to try and lengthen my video. But if I use it in there while I'm talking I'm audio talking, then it seems to do pretty well. It seems to keep people's interest and keep people because my stuff is moving so fast and you're also talking. I've seen that people aren't flipping off of my videos at the time. Now, if I just throw some music behind it, throw it at the end, I see quite a bit of drop off. Yeah.
Okay.
And if you get it done, and I can give you my editor that I use on Fiverr, if you want to, try him out, because it's editing your videos. I mean, if you want to try editing, then I would say go ahead, because sometimes you can just edit something real quick and just get it out there, especially for like something like short. But it's good to have an editor because you're not getting slowed down by getting that part done and learning a whole new format. But yeah, use Filmora. That's what I recommend. Make sure you don't buy the subscription. Make sure you buy the one that you can get for a lifetime. And it's confusing because they'll send you to one site which has it for the lifetime, and they have one that's just a subscription. I really like that because it's $70 and it just keeps on coming out every time I open it. It's got new updates and like new cool things. Like I can take out, it's got silent detection that I love. Is that I can take out all the dead spots. So like if I'm just sitting there thinking, I don't like pause it and stuff, I can just say silent, and I just run it through the editor real quick, and I'll take out that whole entire silent portion. And and it's all for $70.
Wow. I was
So-
thinking to use iMovie. I haven't
Oh,
used,
iMovie's good too.
yeah, I haven't used it in a long time, but yeah, that should be okay.
I've never used it, but if you're, to get videos out every week and stuff, and unless you start getting really proficient, like I was talking to Sonny on Monday night, and he's like, "Oh, I can shoot a video and have it edited, cut within 2 hours." I'm like, "Why do you not have a ton of YouTube videos out there right now?" Because like I'm way, I get to, because I get very specific about your videos. Like, oh, I
Yeah.
want it this way and stuff, and we're all like that. So I'd send it off to someone and then just keep on recording, and then he'll also give you some tips on, what to do too, which is why I like it.
How much does it cost? Like your editor, how much does
I pay him $60.
per video?
Yeah. And so I can give him like 20 minutes of footage, and he'll give me a good video for $60. And Kyle's got one that does it for 40. So if you look on Fiverr, because I worked a deal with him, because a lot of times they'll have they're like, oh, $40 to do a video, but it's like no more than 5 minutes of raw footage and 1 minute video. And you go up into like what you actually need, like, we're shooting 20-25 minutes, and we need it cut down to more than half that. Then you look at their prices and stuff. A lot of those editors, it's like you'd spend like $200 with that much footage and stuff. So that's why I worked out a deal with him. And but sometimes it's good to kind of know how to do it, because you're like, oh, can that be done? I'm like, oh yeah, it can be done. So change it.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a learning curve to it.
Yep. So
Moral of the story, get it done.
number one rule of content creation is just take out your phone and start recording.
Yep.
Roger.
Which,
Oh,
go ahead.
question. Again, I have an expired listing that I will 99.9% get. My question is, the owner of that listing, she has a lot of pine trees there and they cut it. She does woodwork. I just kind of mentioned it to you. And she asked me yesterday if I want any. So I said yes, right? And I want to bring her something tomorrow, like to say thank you, right? I'm also building relationship with her. What would you bring to your client?
A saw.
So they have it.
Cut down our Christmas tree.
They got it. They got it.
I would say, well, you know the person, so I would say, gosh, I would say something that's meaningful to them in that side of it. Again, don't just be a Home Depot gift card or something like that. Just do something that's actually going to mean something to them. So you've had the conversations with them, you know what it is. So what does that look like for you to them, I guess? That makes sense.
Mm,
Like I personalize like my gift baskets for every client I have. So like one, I gave Coors Light and Patron, like, kind of opposite sides, but I know from getting to know them throughout the process that's what they wanted. And, and then other clients, completely different stuff. So like I got them a good, really nice bottle of bourbon. But alcohol is always good. If they
yeah, I'm not sure if they drink. That's the
I was
problem.
gonna say,
if you
alcohol's
know
not
that they
false.
drink, that's let me finish. So, but the other thing is, like everyone, even if they don't like it, like I'm not a big fan of, I don't know what pie I'm not a big fan of, but there's probably a pie out there I'm not a big fan of. But if someone just brought me a pie, I'd be like, thank you. It doesn't matter what pie it is. Oh, you were thinking about me and you got me this pie. I don't even give a shit if you store bought it. But like, hey, it's pretty cool. Thanks. That's me personally.
Yeah, I'm thinking to stop by Costco today and grab something from there. I'll think about it.
Yeah.
It's also like when it's not the client that I've been working with for months, is I've met her twice before. She's super nice and everything, but I don't know her on that level when I can choose a gift thoughtfully, yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the thing to remember is, again, like Jim just said, if you are doing that in general, like they're gonna be happy that you did it, period. It's not gonna matter. As long as it's a thoughtful gift and not just actually, quite honestly, even a
Literally
gift card is going to be more so than something that they would care about. So
any gift is better than no gift. Literally,
Right?
I gave someone this back in 2020. I gave a client a unused face mask for a gift, and then I had him sign a contract. No joke. And she brought it up like 6 months later when I saw her. She's like, "Oh yeah, I use that gift."
yep.
Love that.
So it really is just whatever you can do. Anything's going to be better than nothing. So
Yeah. I think I know what I'm gonna bring her dog. Yeah, she has a dog, and I think it's not, I like when my friends surprised me multiple times with bringing something for my dog. I was like, oh my God, that's so thoughtful of you to care of my dog. So
I 100% agree with that.
Kyle, you don't
Kyle's got like 2 dogs,
about
but he's
that.
not like a huge dog lover, which is weird.
He's
But
got
Not
dogs
true.
and I've never seen his dogs.
Huh?
You've got dogs and you've never shown us your dogs?
Well, I don't bring my dogs with me to the
Why
office.
would you not show us your dogs?
he just lets them sit out in the cold.
That's literally where they are right now, yeah.
Can we see your dogs?
Well, they're not here with me. I'm at the office.
It's just a black lab and then like a border collie mixed with a husky.
No.
She's too quiet to be mixed with a husky.
Oh my God. I wish you wouldn't have said anything because I would have been able to pull it, but now I can't. Anyway,
See?
she's a border collie
You-
mix.
Yeah, he's got 2 dogs, but yeah.
I want to see your dogs in your next reel or whatever. We need to see your dogs. That's very rude of you not to show your dogs to the world.
They're fine. They're on, just check out. They're literally all over my Facebook, I think.
I don't even know if I have you on Facebook.
Or Instagram, probably on Instagram. I know they're on, ironically enough, I know they're on my wife's Instagram. She really doesn't like dogs.
Well, your wife and I, we should bond because if she loves dogs, I love dogs. We definitely can be friends.
She doesn't like dogs. So, no, I can't say I don't like them. I literally bought a house for my dog.
I know, but I mean, a lot of people who have dogs is like it's part of their personality.
Yeah, definitely mine. That's true. Okay, moving on.
Look. Okay, so basically, any gift, like especially this time of year, it's great. You could just get like dessert, cake, whatever. You brought an awesome cake to Louis. You should just bring a cake like that.
Yeah,
I would say everyone loves chocolate except Kyle. He's weird.
he doesn't like dogs and chocolate.
Doesn't like chocolate, doesn't like dogs. He's like America's #1 enemy now.
I'm
He
not.
doesn't like those 2
I
things.
like dogs fine. It's just need to prove to everybody that I like dogs.
Really do, Kyle.
Apparently,
People are taking sides here.
well, apparently I'm not going to.
I mean, it's like if you want to create engagement on like social media, like
Yeah.
what's the #1 question to ask? Cats or dogs?
It's fair, but no.
Like that's always like a cheat code that I use sometimes. Now, if I need to like drive some engagement.
My dog reels get more views than my real estate reels.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Your real estate reels will most likely be your lowest performing ones. That's why I threw in a couple of TikToks today or this week that were just nothing really. It took me like 2 seconds to film. And like, oh, put a training sound behind it. Okay, what's a good reaction for this, what I'm doing? Because like I was starting to film what I think you commented on, Anastasia, whereas like I started to film, but then I started coughing and I was like, hey, I can make this something. And then like, so I put like, hey, when I hear date the rate from another realtor, it's like, this is, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And I put a training sound next to it and, call it
Marry
good.
the house.
What's that?
Marry the house.
Oh no. Date the rate.
Date the rate, marry the house. That's the thing.
Question, does anyone, so I watched Mike's video from 3 years ago about Facebook ads and how everything has changed. Have you guys been running any Facebook ads recently?
So
No.
Mike talked a lot about this just 2 weeks ago. I don't know if you're on that call. Facebook ads with all the changes and stuff, and you can't target and stuff, are becoming not very good at all for lead generation. And also he just uses Facebook ads and Instagram ads just for top of the mind awareness. If you want to like pay for ads, Google AdWords is where to go, because they're also going to make some changes here pretty quick. I don't know if you were on video on Wednesday too, where Peter was talking about that and using Google Ads and stuff like that. So go into making it rain and, you know, figure out your Google Ads stuff.
I just started that.
Yeah.
How's that going?
Making it rain?
Yeah, I just started making it rain. It's going. I mean, I'm getting a couple deals trickling in here and there. Nothing crazy, but it's not too bad. I think in a different market it would be different, but
Because you select like a budget, right, on that?
yeah. So I do you have to do again through EXP, but you have to do like it's 250 and you have to commit for 3 months, or it's 500 and no commitment, or 750 and no commitment. And it's just on your ad spend is what you get there.
And so like it kind of sets it up for you on that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, here, let me see if I can. Honestly, I haven't even been in it in a long time. It's been running for about 2 or 3 weeks now.
What did you say that you set for your budget?
I did the 250 just to see, because I asked in a bunch of the groups and stuff. I asked in a bunch of the groups and stuff of what was good or if they enjoyed it, and I got 50-50. I got mixed reviews on is it worth it, is it not, and everybody was like, I even talked to my broker and text him, but he was like, yeah, I've gotten either it works or it doesn't. There's no in between on it all. So
You know, when you type in real estate Manhattan, Kansas, no one even there's no ads even.
yeah, and I don't know.
You could have a really low budget and like boom, be first result with an ad.
Which, if that's the case, I should be looking at why mine's not popping up, because I'm active on it.
Yeah, there's no ads. That's weird. But I bet if I do real estate Denver. Yeah. No, I was getting to that.
I can list 4 in every area of Colorado that I've Googled just now. At least 4 sponsored ads on Google.
Honestly, I gotta look and see where. Here it is, I think.
Cool. Well, anyone have anything else?
So I asked about ads. The reasons why I asked is because I tried to run an ad on my reel just to bring more followers on Instagram. It charged me. My reel wasn't reviewed for a couple of days, and then nothing happened. Like literally nothing. So that was kind of a waste of money.
You went to analytics and what did the insights, or I guess it's called insights there. And
Yeah.
Then
Nothing. Like my regular number of views that I get without any ads.
So it was approved and everything else.
Yeah, and literally nothing happened.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't pay unless you have like a specific thing you're trying to drive people to, like you have like some event coming up or whatever else. Probably wouldn't usually use that for my reel. I would just, because I mean, reels and TikToks they're kind of funny because some will just pop. Like I know like Kyle, he's got probably one of the easiest reels he ever made. We got like 10,000 views on it. Like
Dance one?
Which one?
I think it's like where your kids were just spraying each other.
Oh, yeah.
and with a hose, and he just put some music behind it. And he got like 10,000 views or something like that.
I haven't seen that actually, but yeah.
But yeah, so it's I wouldn't really necessarily pay for reels. Because actually, so speaking of which, a new thing I found out, there's all sorts of stuff coming out on social media these days. Instagram Reels. I guess they're paying now people to create reels. So like I just got something just the other day. Instagram said that they'll pay me like $10 a reel for the rest of the month. And
Why?
what's that?
I was like, why did I not get it? I'd make it.
Yeah, you have to be invited to it. And that's why I thought it was kind of funny, because like Instagram must be really pushing the reels, because I know they want to, because TikTok's getting so big. And Instagram kind of got late to the game. So like, one, you can't just post like videos anymore. Everything's going to be a reel.
Mhm.
So they made that change of, I don't know, this summer or something. And then now they're like paying creators to make reels. So yeah, I think it's kind of a beta testing right now. So they're just inviting some. So, but yeah, I'm like, oh shoot, I should make some reels too. Get my $10.
Do you have, what kind of page do you have? Like, is it a business profile or?
No, I do influencer or whatever, creator, whatever it's called.
Huh.
I don't use business, because I think if you use a business profile, you can't use the music. I mean, you can use some music, but you can't use copyrighted music, I think, if you use a business profile. And I haven't really found any reason to do a business profile unless you had like a storefront business. Other than that, for what we do and what we use Instagram for, yeah, definitely use the creator account or whatever it's called.
I'm gonna change it.
Because are you able to, like, when you like put music onto your stuff, are you able to use a good music?
Half of the music is not available for me,
Oh, yeah.
probably because most likely it's a business account. I need to figure out how to change it back.
Oh, it's easy. Just
Yeah.
like go your profile, go to like the upper right hand corner, and
I think it's account, and on the bottom I can see switch account type. And
that's probably right. Yeah. So yeah, so the creator account, they're like offering bonuses and stuff. I don't know how
just switched it. Thank you.
yeah. But yeah, eventually get it. I think this one, like for me, it says that it changes per account. The terms change per account, like how much you get and everything else. So I don't know if maybe they might be the big time people that are offering $100 a reel or something. And I don't know if it's like one of those things like up to $10, like, if like I get 100,000 views, maybe I get $10 or something. I don't know exactly how it works. But I saw it, said to Andrew, asked him about it. He didn't really know either. So
You
kind of
also
look
have,
more into it. What's that?
I was going to say, you also have more than 4,000 followers, which is insane.
Yeah. Well, that's why I wonder if like the people who have a lot more, if they are getting invited to it. So I don't know exactly what the cutoff is or how they select who gets the bonuses, but
Mhm.
basically I see it that Instagram is really trying to promote the reels. So I need to do a lot more reels, because I can put out whatever and it gets over 1,000 views. Like,
Question, do any of you pay for keeping current matters?
no, but
No.
because I mean, I got Louis' login.
Yeah. The reason why I'm asking, because I think they just came out with their winter buyers and sellers guide, which I want to get modified and offer it to my people.
That's awesome. Thank you for telling me that, because that is one thing on my list, is to modify one of those. Yeah, and that's also in your YouTube video to drive comments and engagement is like, hey, comment below if you'd like a free buyers and sellers guide for Colorado Springs.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, which is one thing I, well, right before I stopped making YouTube videos, I need to get better at that too, because to drive like people to subscribe, give them a reason to comment, and drive more engagement, because I'm not doing great with comments. I mean, I think Anastasia, you're probably definitely my biggest commenter, so I appreciate it. Thank you. And
I always try to comment because I know it like brings engagement and everything, and I like every video, I think.
Yeah, thank you, I appreciate it. So need to get some like, yeah, very rarely just normal everyday people comment. And I got one video really taken off the past month. It's awesome. It's getting like, I think 40 views every single day right now. And I posted it back on July 3rd. And it was just like, got some views, did okay. And then that's just started going, finally starting to see that. And which is awesome. And it's not necessarily a video you expect. So I'm going to create some more of those videos, kind of redo it and keep it putting it out. I think that's what, yeah. So that one's one of my best performing. Kyle's got one that's performing well. Open houses, that one started to pick up too.
On our channel.
Yeah. But like the one that I really like, it's responsible for about 25% of the subscriber count. This one video, 4.5 minutes long. And it didn't take me a whole heck of a long time to put it together. But people are subscribing. It's don't be a realtor in 2022, 2023. And yeah, and it's just started hitting, which is, YouTube is funny like that. Whereas Instagram and TikTok, after first day, there's not much else unless it goes viral. So things are weird.
True.
Moral of the hour is get on the video, Anastasia. Who gives a shit what you look like or sound like?
That's why we're priming you right here, because we're already putting you up on YouTube.
Yeah, you're already on. You're already
Already
out
on
there.
it.
So.
So just don't think about
Thank you.
it. No, it is hard getting started, because like you go back and watch my first video and stuff, and it took me a long time to make, and like my lighting was awful. Like it was bad. Not even I didn't even have the 16:9 frame. Right. I had like a 1:1. I did it off my webcam, and I had terrible lighting and terrible audio. And that one's actually did okay. And it was pros and cons of living in Denver, Colorado.
Yeah, I need to get that on it.
If you want an easy one to make to kind of get yourself comfortable, make one of your phone number.
Say it again.
Make one of your phone number. It's an easy first video to make, to put out there. The reason being, because when you're calling people, I mean, I did this probably more times than I actually answer my phone. I just Google the number and to see. So if you're able to have your number, just a video of it, it'll pop up real quick. So like that was, I guess that might be one of my first videos. It might be like my second video I did with my phone number. It's like, who's calling from 303-746-7504? That's me, James Hunt. I'm a real estate agent. Since you've seen this video, it must have been I called you. I could be calling you about any number of things. Maybe there's a house you saw for sale. Maybe you just want to talk to a cool guy. Well, I'm not a telemarketer, but I'm calling you specifically to help you with your real estate needs. So please give me a call back, 303-746-7504, something like that.
Actually not a bad idea. I didn't know you did that.
It should show up. And especially, you know, first getting started, and it's like I got a new phone number for real estate, and you know, nothing was really showing up. But now so I just typed in my phone number, first result. Who is calling about Colorado real estate from 303? I mean, I can show you this video if you want real quick. It's 40 seconds long.
Just leave a link in the chat. That would be easier, I feel like.
Mobley, what's going on, sir?
Good, man. Sorry for the late. I had my girlfriend is graduating this weekend, and I'm running around and stuff.
Nah, you're good, man. You're good. We were just getting ready to.
Oops.